Hello, hello. There we go. Okay, fuck it. I'm jumping right into it. So, December 14th was my 1-year wedding anniversary. I know. Auguri. Having said that, what's really difficult is my wife can kind of be difficult to shop for. She's one of those, but I have everything I already need type of people, which for me, someone who's neurotic and an overthinker and shit like that, it drives me up the fucking wall. But I love her, so I let it go. But my wife loves Christmas. Like more than anything. She loves Christmas. She loves the holiday. She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. So I'm thinking, okay, well, December 14th, we're only 10 days away from Christmas. I'm going to get her the thing that we did last year, the day after we got married, which was breakfast with Santa. Okay? Now, mind you, we are fully grown adults, and we are going to go take pictures with Santa Claus. But you know what? 'Tis the season, or 'tism during the season, one of the two. So anyways, we go to the National, which is a luxury hotel downtown in Oklahoma City. Now within that is their little bar, and it's called Tellers. So everything in the National, since it was the first national bank, and it's been renovated to become a hotel, now everything is bank themed. So the restaurant downstairs is called the Stock and Bond. Upstairs it's called Tellers because that's where all the bank tellers were, and they still kind of keep that facade up. So you get it. By the way, if you hear my stomach make an ungodly sound, I'm sorry. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with me, but let's call it the Jewish half of me is just born with IBS or diverticulitis or who the fuck cares. But you know what? I'm not going to stop having my vanilla lattes, okay? I might, but we have to find a fucking good supplement. And this Splenda shit just isn't cutting it. And stevia can go fuck itself. So, here's what I basically had planned for the whole anniversary day. This was me really trying hard. So I go, okay, shit that she wants to do. We're going to do breakfast with Santa. My parents gave me some tickets to the Museum of Art, Oklahoma City Museum of Art. And so I'm like, okay, so we've got breakfast with Santa, which is pricey, but then we're going to go we're going to go walk around the museum, and she'll love that. And we both have been super, super busy. Her in particular, especially at her job, she's been working overtime. It's been hectic. So we haven't had time to even get a Christmas tree. So I go, here's a great thing for someone who loves Christmas. Christmas tree shopping. She's going to love that. So breakfast with Santa, going to the museum, Christmas tree shopping, lovely dinner. And to squeeze it in there, because it just had to be on the exact same fucking day as my first year wedding anniversary, is the first night of Hanukkah. So I'm thinking, okay, so we're going to breakfast with Santa, then we're going to go to the museum, then we're going to find a Christmas tree, then we're going to grab a coffee, and then we're going to go do Hanukkah, then we're going to have a nice dinner and watch a movie at home. Solid plan, and I will say that, not to spoil anything, but basically we got to accomplish most of these things. But it wouldn't be a story by me if everything went completely smoothly. That's somebody else's life. Let that person make a podcast called And Everything Was Great. So we go to breakfast with Santa, and we get there early. You know why? Because we're fucking adults, and we don't have children yet. Okay, so we're on time to things. Because we didn't have to wait 20 minutes for a kid to put on their fucking shoes or something. We get there, and every single host is about 17 years old, and every single one of them is a cunt. Every single one of them. It's like they breed them to be cunts. They just couldn't be fucking bothered. It didn't matter how much happiness you threw at them or love is in the air. Fuck it. I mean, we might as well have been celebrating fucking Flag Day to these assholes. Okay? They acted like they didn't have the tallest Christmas tree in Oklahoma City in their fucking building. No. Sit down! I might be an asshole, but that is not me being an asshole to my dog, okay? He's deaf. To him, that sounded like me going, sit. So these three fucking momos are standing there, and we go, is this where we check in? And they go, no, it's going to be on the other side. And I go, oh, okay, well, fuck me for asking that, right? Because, by the way, on the other side is nothing. That's like you're looking at a beautiful painting, and they go, the real art is on the other side, and you turn around, and it's just a dark room. So after talking with these three sleep paralysis demons in black clothing, my wife and I decide to go over to the other fucking side, where there is nothing. And we're having a great time, okay? She's dancing to the Christmas music and just being her goofy, sweet self, okay? Everybody loves her from afar. I can see all these people smiling at her just having a lovely time. They're probably going, look at that lady. She's doing it right. And I might be a bit of a curmudgeon, a bit of a Grinch, but I love the holidays too, and it makes me happy seeing her happy. Aww. Mia moglie. Io sono felice. Mio e mia moglie. So, we're standing there, and all of a sudden a line starts to form. Good. Maybe they'll send somebody over. It's 9:42, there's nobody there. It's 9:52, there's nobody there. It's 9:56, and there's nobody there. At 9:57 or so, 3 different sleep paralysis demons make their way over to a stand that they are moving with them that didn't exist. And then they put up an easel that says Breakfast with Santa that has a QR code on it where you have to check in, even though they have an iPad that has the list of names to check in with and that they will end up using. So you don't have to check in. You can just say your name, which we found out. I scanned it on the QR code to check in, and then when they showed up, they just go, name, I told them my name, and then they go, okay. So one of the earlier sleep paralysis demons from the first go-around, he goes, now if you follow me. So we walk 50 feet. By the way, we did this last year. We know where all this shit is. You see Santa, you go get your food, you stuff your face as much as you can, and you get overcharged. So anyways, he's like, follow me. And he gives me this little admit one, ticket. And so we're walking and we see the Santa setup, like where the line should be. And we were first, mind you. And so we stop because that's where we're going. And he goes, if you'll allow me, I'm going to give you a quick tour. This smug twat proceeds to walk us through and point at all the shit that we know in a mumbling voice, and he never even so much as turns his little stupid wolf-cut head to see if we're even still listening to this guy. We could have stopped 5 feet after he started to give us this tour. This fucker would have no idea until he came back around and saw us standing in the same place. So he's like, oh, over here, this is where you would do it. And because he wandered us around like that, some adult with children, they just cut in front of us because they didn't get the whole little tour. Or they probably told their person who was giving him a tour, you know what, save it, pal. We know what we're fucking doing. We were too nice. I brought my nice wife with me, my mistake. If I was there by myself, I'd have been like, don't fucking walk me around here like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not stupid, I'm not special needs, and I'm not blind. We're here for Breakfast with Santa. Where the fuck is Santa? Near the Santa sign? That's what I thought. I'll be there. Thank you. Thank you, smug asshole. Thank you, teenage fuckface. We stand there. Oh, hello, or whatever. We have a lovely picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus remembered us from the last year. Like, he literally just goes, didn't you guys get married like the night before? And it was like, yeah, we got married on the 14th and we were here on the 15th technically, but we wanted to come and see you again because we had such a nice time last time. And they're like, oh, that's just lovely. Congratulations, you guys. Like, they were sweet. They were lovely. The guy was a great Santa Claus, and he had one of those really cool, like, Christoph Waltz beards, where it was, like, perfectly coiffed and waxed and pristine. Big fucking dude, too. Like, 6'3", 3 bills. Like when that wrestler Goldberg from the WWE, when he played Santa, he looked like that. After we took our picture with Santa, we go to get our food, And no joke, they sit us in the exact same place that they did the year before, unbeknownst to them. Okay, they just sat us in this little nook. This little enchanted grotto. My wife had been talking about getting smoked salmon. Like, she's just like, I want to get some of that smoked salmon. Now, here's the thing about my wife. She's allergic to shellfish, like bad. And they have the smoked salmon right next to a pot of shrimp, which is not a big deal. We're like the second group of people in there. The first fucking dude, he grabs with the tongs that are there in the shrimp, a bunch of fucking shrimp, no problem, then dunks the shrimp tongs into the salmon, even though there are salmon tongs already in the salmon, rendering that entire thing basically useless, at least to us. Had it just been me, no big fucking deal, but I'm here because of my wife, okay? Some guy kind of sees us spinning around like a top, and I kind of explain it, and this guy was lovely. He went and actually got her a plate of smoked salmon from the kitchen that wasn't contaminated with that, and she loved it. So that part was resolved. As we're going through here, just, like the food is great. You got lots of fruit, you got waffles, you got pancakes, you got everything bagels. My mom just bought me something. Hold on. I'm going to leave this shit going, okay? Sorry about that. Sorry. My parents were dealing drugs, or our next door neighbor, Todd. So anyways, we're going through it. We got our salmon. They got all these options for food. We're gathering all of our stuff. I've got sausage. I've got bacon. I've got quiche. I've got these beautiful salted potatoes. I'm really getting this plate set, okay? And I see an everything bagel with my name on it, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to toast the shit out of that, put some butter on it. Perfect. Chef's kiss. I pop this everything bagel in there, I push the thing down, the thing goes in. I'm standing there for 2 minutes like an asshole, and I put my hand over it, and I go, this thing's not cooking. I pop it again. I go, hey babe, why don't you push it down? Maybe I'm not pushing it far enough, show me how it's done. It's a fucking toaster. How it's done is you toast it. It's like the Brian Regan joke, just push the fucking button down. I'm not overcomplicating it, but it wasn't fucking working. And then I realized the thing's not even fucking plugged in. I mean, the cord is literally just dangling off the table, going to nothing. And I go, when were they going to figure this shit out? How many people were going to feel like they lost their mind, or like their bagel took for 1,000,000 years to toast? This woman comes home, she's like, ay, lo siento, máquina. It's like, like she's like over there just like fucking with the toaster or whatever she puts it in. And I'm like, no joke, my wife can attest to this. I was very proud of myself. I was like, no te preocupes. And she plugged it in. I saw it flick on. And I go, ¿Está listo? She goes, sí, listo. And I went, gracias. Boom. Breakfast with Santa and Spanish. Desayuno con Santa en español. So my wife is thoroughly impressed. She thinks I'm amazing. Okay, she's not wrong. Not in that moment. In that moment, I was pretty amazing. Slather this thing with butter. I'm ready. She gets all of her shit. She goes up. She gets her prime rib. She fucks off. Okay? I don't realize that. So I turn around and she's just gone. And then this young Hispanic waiter kind of comes over and he's like, excuse me, sir? Do you need any help? And I go, well, my wife left me. And he goes, oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. I go, no, she didn't leave me. She left the fucking room without me. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I did not recognize what you were saying. And I was like, no te preocupes. Can you plug in that toaster? Finally, I get to the prime rib thing. This is what you're paying for, okay? Because a cut from this prime rib is probably $30. To me, it's a lot. So $30, $35 slice of prime rib that's like an inch thick. Mwah. Chef's kiss. The woman who is serving it She must have been like a vegetarian or something because she looks ill. She's like, once again, a Hispanic lady who's like barely speaks any English. She's like, no, yo no puedo. Yo, and she's basically saying like, I can't, I just can't. And she looks at me and her eyes light up for a second, but only in that way where it's like, are you here to help me? And in my just hungry mind, I just go, yes, please. And then stuck my plate out. She was cutting this thing like she was cutting off her own fucking hand. Like, gun to her head, clean yourself off, man. She cuts this thing, and I just go, is that a jus? There's like a big bowl of a brown sauce, and I just assumed, but I just go, is that a jus? Yo no sé. Yo no puedo sé. She's just, she's freaking out. She's having like a panic attack. She's like, ¿Qué es el jus? ¿Qué es el jus? Yo no sé. And her like boss comes over and she's like, ¿Es de la salsa? She said like, this is the hollandaise sauce, which is like the Spanish word for hollandaise sauce, okay? And then she goes, and this is a jus. All in Spanish. And I put it on there and I was like, you're fine. We're all fine. It's all gonna be okay. Not something I did not think I would need to be consoling somebody's abuela about a jus during breakfast with Santa. Santa, why have you forsaken me? So anyway, fast forwarding through that, I go and my wife and I, we sit and we're enjoying ourselves. We're having a great time. She goes back. She gets another plate for us. We're just picking at it. On that other, by the way, I made a stupid fucking move and I went in on the potatoes really, really fast. And it's a stupid amateur fucking move, but I was hungry and they were salted and the first one was so incredible that I just wolfed the rest of them down. Everybody knows you don't go crazy on the carbs or the starches when you're at a buffet. That's just fucking amateur hour. Everybody knows that. I know that. But I fucked up. Okay? So I had all this sausage and bacon, and I'm eating the bacon, and the bacon just, it's like thick cut, and it's not too burnt. It's just right. It's amazing. The sausage links were nothing to write home about, but now I have 4 of them just sitting looking at me on my fucking plate like, what are we doing here? So, I eat my prime rib, eat the potatoes, got all this food left over. My wife, she goes back, like I said, to get another plate for us. This one filled with desserts. Now, this is a smart move. Everybody should do this. If you're at a buffet where you can come back as many times as you want, get your phone out and take a fucking photo. My wife did this. It's a genius move. I thought it was stupid as fuck until I was like, I don't even know what they have over there. I don't want to walk all the way over there. And she goes, check out this photo. Zoomed in on it. I could see the whole fucking room. Every single option of food. Genius. So I told her exactly what I wanted. I was like, 2 of these donuts, that donut, 3 cookies, 1 of each variety that they have. Boom. Done. My only thing that I said was, I go, listen, if they have the donut, if it's a glazed donut, I want it. If it's glazed but it's filled with something, I don't want it. She goes, got it. Glazed, but only if it has no filling. I go, correct. And she's like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. Thank you. And so she goes. She brings it back. She's got 1 donut. It's a normal chocolate cake kind of donut. The 3 cookies, boom. 2 little donut holes with filling. God damn it. You had 1 job. I was appreciative of it. She did get all the other shit right. But I was like, I guess those are for you. She knew what she was doing. She knew that she wanted it, okay? Totally fine. But she asked me what I wanted, so I told her. So here's the thing. We tried eating some of this stuff, and I'm just like, I honestly, babe, I can't. I know you just got all this dessert, but in that time that you left, because she was gone for like 10 minutes. There must have been a line. But she was gone for some time. And by the time she got back, I'm like, that food had like settled, and I was just not hungry. I couldn't get more in. But here's the thing, because it's like this fancy buffet thing, we both felt weird about like asking for a to-go box because we thought that they would give us guff about like, hey, it's a buffet. If everybody asked for a to-go box, they'd clean us out. Like, so we were worried that they were going to like give us, a hard time. So she got a bunch of cocktail napkins, unbeknownst to me. She pulls out these cocktail napkins. And she like sneakily starts putting cookies into her purse. Sorry, I said her purse, didn't I? Her motherfucking pockets. She puts it in her pockets. I wish she had a purse. Boy, do I wish she had a purse. She's putting them into her Fargo-esque looking jacket. This jacket makes her look like a female cop when she puts it on. Hey, babu.
Hey, honey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing my podcast right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just was gonna let you know I'm heading home.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Bye. I told her I was doing a podcast. She must not have seen the message. It's all good. So anyways, speak of the devil. So she is pocketing this stuff. And, she does the 2 donuts that I didn't want. She puts those in her fucking pocket. She puts the cookies in the other pocket. And I'm saying like, man, I wish we just had a to-go box. And she goes, do you want me to pocket that sausage? I'm over here worried about the embarrassment of asking for a to-go box, and my wife just asked me, do you want pocket sausage? And I go, ew, no, you fucking lunatic. Like, absolutely not. Now, if you want to pocket some of this bacon, you can do that. And she goes, what's the fucking difference? I go, I don't know, yet I do, okay? The rules in my mind are that it is okay to put bacon in your pocket, but not a sausage link. Her only defense, this sausage's only defense from the lining of the inside of who knows what the fuck is in that pocket, is a thin little cocktail napkin. And hope. Just a thin cocktail napkin and hope is the only thing separating us from sand and lint and fingernail grit. Disgusting. So she pockets the desserts or whatever. They bring us the check. Now, here's the thing. I thought I already fucking paid. It's $150. I know, it's not groundbreaking, but call me fucking thrifty, okay? When I have it, I'll flaunt it. When I don't feel like I have it, I'm going to be a little timid about it. Sue me. But it was $150. Check this out, though. It said $150 plus 21% automatic gratuity included. So $31.50 was automatically tacked on. And then with tax, it came out to $194.44. Yeah, that's right. I remembered. Because I was blown away. Like I had way more than that on me in cash, okay? I was ready to pay it. But my wife and I had the same kind of agreement. This is why we're married. We just go, you know what? I don't like that assumption that you just get 21% automatically. That's crazy. It's not even like 15 or something like that. Because I understand if it's like a party of like 6, when they do that like 18% gratuity of a party of 6 or more at a restaurant. Totally get it, because they don't want the waiter getting gypped. But we weren't going to gyp this person. We would have tipped more. We'd have probably tipped an even $200 for the total. Okay? So she would have gotten, 24, 25%. But that assumption was like, no, you know what? You put the automatic gratuity on there, you get whatever you got. But also, stop calling it a motherfucking gratuity. It's a hidden fee. A tip is something you leave for exceptional service. And we are tippers. We tip like 20% all the fucking time. Because we've worked in the service industry. We get how hard it is. We get that you're working off of your fucking tips. But this job isn't doing you any fucking favors. You're taking all the holiday cheer out of it. I don't get to feel like I'm doing a good thing. I get to feel like you're telling me to do a good thing and then patting me on the head when I do it. It's very demeaning. I was not about it. So we paid it. We took our pocket cookies. We left the pocket sausage for some other, schmuck. So we decide then, it's like, fine, you know what? Let's go walk it off. Let's go to the art museum. So we hop in the car. We head a few blocks over to the art museum. I had these tickets all ready to go, you know what I mean? From my parents, they're good for like 6 months, but we're going to use them right now. This is great. We walk in, and for some fucking reason, Even though this is a good thing, we get to hold on to these tickets. The museum was just letting people in for free because Paycom paid for it today only and randomly. I don't know why, but they did. So instead of paying for this exhibit, or feeling like, oh wow, we get this nice Sunday exclusive tour of the museum and it's just going to be us and maybe a handful of other people, it's just a free-for-all. So we're walking around and we go to the Chihuly exhibit. We like to look at those because one, they're beautiful. Two, I always like bringing up the fact that Frasier has a Chihuly in the show, in his living room. You know? Let me get this priceless Chihuly art piece out of your way. How many times have I told you, Dad, that my Chihuly is not a trash can? Throws an eclair in there. We go around that, that's fine. After we finished the Chihuly exhibit, we noticed that we kind of backtracked a little bit to look at a different piece that we kind of had skimmed past because we were like kind of flirting and, you know, like goofing around and stuff like that. So we missed it. So we go back. There is this family of like 12 people that just fucking reek. They just fucking reek. I told this to my mom and she goes, aw. And my sweet wife, who is so much nicer than I am, she goes, oh, no. They're not homeless. They're not poor. They just smell. And it's rough. It's really rough, dude. It was just like unwashed human neglect smell. Like when you can tell somebody just didn't wash their ass. You know what I mean? You can just tell. Or that smell of like somebody who's been going to the gym for the last few days and just has not found time for a shower, but still uses the fucking chest press or whatever. So just like body odor and ball sweat and feet smell, and it's over fucking whelming. So we just said, fuck the Chihuly, we're going to the gallery upstairs. So we go upstairs to the second floor to the fucking gallery, and in that gallery, there's a bunch of beautiful art installations. We're talking statues, landscapes, what have you. Kind of traditional art that you would see in an art gallery. There's a few pieces that suck. Some pieces will inspire you to become a painter just so that you could be in an exhibit because clearly they have no taste. And other things that you just go, wow, never in a million years could I do that. That's beautiful. So we're looking at that stuff, and I swear to God, this family, they just fucking followed us up, thank God, in a different elevator. But here's the thing. We had to go to the other side of this floor just to get away from their stench. And even when they left, when we walked, we knew where they were. It's like we were walking through ghosts of stink. You know what I mean? Like we were just getting hit by a wave of stench anywhere that they fucking stood. These people were fucking radioactive. Little miniature Native American Chernobyls walking around the museum just reeking up a storm. It's not 3.6 Rogan. It's 15,000. Fucking brutal. Kind of takes away from this beautiful Picasso that you're looking at. You're like, wow, you know what that Picasso, that Cubist period Picasso really reminds me of? Is I need to be in a shower actively right now. I need to throw that person into a vat of cologne. You know who should sponsor this museum is Dove Soap. We get up. We say, fuck this floor. We start seeing some of the pieces and we're just kind of like, oh, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. Once again, my Spanish came in handy. I read a fucking sign that was in Spanish. The English translations to the left, I had my back to it, and I read the Spanish one out loud to my wife. And then she confirmed what I read was correct. So boom, Spanish coming in handy. And my practicing my Italian and shit like that is also helping kind of reactivate some of the Spanish in my mind, which is nice. That was something I didn't expect to happen when I started to practice my Italian. So, we go up to the third floor. Now this floor can go fuck itself. This floor is full of crap. It literally looked like shit that would be on the walls in like a 1970s apartment that people just thought like, look, it's a pinwheel made up of blue and green and there's a chunk missing. And in a smaller frame next to it is a blob of blue and green. And you're supposed to go, there's the missing piece. But fuck you, why? If someone was like, I'm painting a pie chart, and they just drew a picture of Pac-Man, you'd go, why didn't you fill in the missing piece? You called it pie chart. So we walk past these random fucking horrible attempts at being like Andy Warhol-esque. These look like the backgrounds that Andy Warhol would use for one of his like self-portraits in 4 parts, you know what I mean? It was just douchebag central. No joke, I just kept making fun of all the different fucking art installations. I wish I had had a camera going. I was on fire. I was like, they call this one out of work. They call this one 3D glasses when you walk out of the movie. They call this one color printer low on ink. Mary ran into an old friend, that part was good. I'm skipping past that. That's her story to tell. So then, we finish the exhibit. I basically tell Mary, I go, listen, I am all modern arted out. I just can't take anymore. The mask is slipping. Even Mary was like, yeah, I'm fed up with this. This entire exhibit looks like a Rorschach test. I immediately thought of that scene like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. That's exactly how it felt. We were locked in here with it. It wasn't art. It was a hostage situation. So we leave. And we're like, time to go Christmas tree shopping? And I'm like, fuck yeah, it is. Let's go find you your favorite Christmas tree. We're bobbing along or whatever, and we go to Whole Foods. Now, Whole Foods has been a place that we've gone to before because they have very reasonably priced Christmas trees. The people there are very, very helpful and sweet. But we go over there, I'm telling you, these are the most deformed motherfucking Christmas trees you've ever fucking seen. It looked like somebody took a chainsaw and sawed them all in half. Like, these are Willy Wonka Christmas trees. Like the shit in his office where it's only like half a mask and half a hat and half a coat rack and all that shit. These are his Christmas trees. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. We're looking at these poor excuses of Christmas trees. And you know what? They had the thing that I fucking hate the most, which is a really tall, like neck. You know what I mean? Where it's like the tree basically stops a foot short of where the tallest piece is. But the tallest piece is so by itself, it looks like a fucking Christmas antenna. It doesn't look like, oh, that's a perfect place to put the star. It looks like, holy shit, why don't they cut that part off? They're cutting off half the tree, but they're not cutting off the antenna? Blasphemy. I don't want that shit in my house. Plus, they charge you for it being taller, the fucking assholes. You're gonna make me pay for an extra foot of tree when there's not even more branches up there? I can't even hang anything on it. You fucking idiots. We go there. That's a fucking bust. We go to Lowe's. Talk about it is a sad state of affairs. They have some Christmas trees out front, and that's pretty much it. And there was like one of each size, and these motherfuckers are fucked up. I didn't know that you could have a drunk Christmas tree, but all of these fucking trees were hammered. These trees couldn't even stand upright if you tried. Even if you helped them to their feet. You could put them in one of those Christmas tree bases, the thing would wilt over like a fucking hammer in a cartoon. It'd go, whoom. Terrible. So finally, we go to fucking Home Depot. My energy is shot at this fucking point, okay? I haven't had my vanilla latte yet. That museum and those stinky fucking people just shot the experience all to hell at the end. We get there, and we finally find a decent fucking tree, and we had to have them cut the fucking wrapping off of it so that we could see if it's deformed or not, only to go, yeah, we like it, just to have them cut off the bottom inch or two and have them wrap it again. So we put that shit in there, and by the way, now it's fucking 4:30, and I go, holy shit, I forgot. It's fucking Hanukkah! So my wife's like, well, we can go drop off the tree. I'm like, no, we don't have time, you don't understand. It's Hanukkah, you're already late. The sun's actively setting. It's going to set at 5 p.m. Technically, it's like 5:19, but you know what? Where the house is located, my parents' house is located, it's dark at 4:58. So fuck what your iPhone says. Look what your eyes, the original iPhone, your eyeballs. We get to my parents' house. We're catching up or whatever, and finally it's like, okay, we're telling them about our day and how much of a weird, fun, adventurous shit show it was. Finally, it's like 5:15 or something. It's like, okay, it's time to do it. So we go over there, and, you know, we're kind of showing Mary how some of this goes, because she's not Jewish, but my family is, and so we celebrate Hanukkah, we celebrate Christmas. You know, we're Italian-Jewish. My mom's Italian, my father's Jewish, so we celebrate both. We always have. So, I'm teaching her some stuff about the menorah. telling her about how on the first night of Hanukkah you read the first 3 passages, the rest of the nights you just read the 2. Here we go with the 3. And then for whatever reason, right before we're about to start, I put on a yarmulke, my dad puts on a yarmulke, my mom and Mary are there, Mary's filming us, and my mom goes, wait a second, I forgot about the mice. Now this is news to me. I go, what the fuck are you talking about, the mice? And she pulls out these 2 little Jewish mice. They have yarmulkes on, and they're wearing tallits. One's a female mouse, and one's a male mouse. And my first question was, are those Jewish mice? Are mice associated with Jews now? What fucking journal did I miss? Are Jews appropriating Ratatouille? It's like Meisowitz? Get it? Instead of Moskowitz, it's Meisowitz. It was lame, but it was Jewish. Just go with it. We go through it, Baruch Atah Adonai. We go through the whole thing. It's very sweet. Jewish mice are watching. I light the shamash. I go and I light the other candle for the first night. Happy Hanukkah. We give my dad, this is another thing I left out. We went to an antique store and we found Roman 100 AD to 400 AD coins, as well as Judea coins from the same time frame at this antique store. And we gave the coins to my father and the coins to my mom because they literally had Italian coins and Jewish coins. Perfect. Wonderful for the first night of Hanukkah. Awesome gift. Very thoughtful. They loved it. It was very unexpected. They almost didn't know how to react, but they really did love it because they thought about it more and they're like, that's very touching and very thoughtful of you. And I go, hey, it couldn't have worked out better. We finished celebrating Hanukkah, and finally Mary and I can go home. We order some ahi tuna salads. This is a thing that we have done many times. For whatever reason, from this place called BJ's, we get these ahi tuna salads, and they're just, the sauce that they put on these salads is so just fucking choice that I just can't get enough of it, okay? It's one of the only salads in my life that I crave sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm Italian. I'm a big sauce guy. I'm a big dipper. I love to dip. I'm like fucking Tony Soprano eating this thing, just going, Jesus fucking Christ, this fucking ahi tuna. I mean, fucking calm. I mean, I'm fucking obsessed over here. I fucking loved it. And we decided to pop on the movie Another Thin Man. It's the second movie in the Thin Man series. Like William Powell and whatever. Great movies. And then, before we went to bed or whatever, we also filmed her for her TikTok, doing her nativity advent calendar. So it's a very Italian Jewish time of year, okay? It's very Gismas. Christmaka. I mean, it's all, you're welcome to being part of the crew. It's crewish. But for a first year anniversary, I would say it's still somewhat fucking memorable. I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit here. All this to say, it's that time of the year. Buon Natale, Amico Italiani, and Shalom Aleichem to all the schmucks out there. Thank you for listening to this inaugural episode of Guido Schmuck. Now get out of here, you fucking yentas.